My friends, today I want to share with you the powerful connection between Stoicism and wealth. Many people believe that riches come from luck or talent. But the truth is, wealth is often built on habits, and who better to learn from than the Stoics, the masters of discipline, resilience, and wisdom. Stoicism teaches us that external wealth means nothing without inner wealth. But when practiced correctly, Stoic principles can guide us toward financial success, while keeping us grounded and fulfilled. So here are 15 Stoic habits that will help you become rich in both money and character. First, practice self-discipline. The ability to control your impulses and delay gratification is the foundation of financial success. Without discipline, even the highest income can be wasted, and with it, even a modest income can grow into great wealth. One of the biggest financial pitfalls people face is impulse spending. We live in a world where advertisements constantly tempt us with instant gratification, new gadgets, luxury items, expensive meals and entertainment. But the Stoic mindset teaches us to pause and ask, do I really need this? Will this purchase improve my life in a meaningful way? When you cultivate self-discipline, you learn to resist unnecessary expenses and focus on what truly matters. Delaying gratification is another key principle. Studies have shown that people who can postpone immediate rewards tend to be more successful in life. Instead of spending money the moment you earn it, practice the habit of saving and investing. Let your money grow over time rather than seeking instant pleasure. A Stoic does not chase after fleeting pleasures, but instead builds a stable and secure future. Self-discipline also applies to how you earn money. Many people wish to become rich, but few have the discipline to work consistently toward that goal. Developing a strong work ethic, staying committed to your financial plan, and avoiding distractions are all essential. A Stoic does not seek shortcuts or easy money, but understands that wealth is a byproduct of effort, patience, and wise decision-making. One of the best ways to strengthen your discipline is to create rules for yourself. Set a strict budget and stick to it. Allocate a fixed percentage of your income to savings and investments before spending on luxuries. Practice saying no to unnecessary expenses. The more you exercise discipline, the easier it becomes. Remember, the path to wealth is not about deprivation, but about control. When you master yourself, you master your finances. And when you master your finances, you gain the freedom to live life on your own terms. Second, embrace minimalism. The Stoics taught that true happiness comes from needing less, not having more. Reduce your desires, and you will naturally accumulate wealth instead of wasting it. In today's world, we are constantly bombarded with messages that equate happiness with material possessions. Advertisements tell us that a new car, designer clothes, or the latest technology will bring fulfillment. But the Stoics knew better. They understood that true wealth is not about how much you have, but how little you need. Minimalism is not about deprivation, it is about freedom. When you live with fewer material desires, you free yourself from the endless cycle of earning just to spend. Instead of chasing after possessions, you can focus on what truly matters: financial security, personal growth, meaningful relationships, and peace of mind. When you reduce unnecessary spending, you automatically start accumulating wealth. Instead of spending money on things that lose value over time, you can save, invest, and use your resources wisely. The less you need to be happy, the more financial flexibility you gain. A key Stoic exercise is voluntary discomfort, choosing to live simply, even when you don't have to. This could mean eating basic meals instead of expensive ones, wearing simple clothes, or avoiding luxury purchases. By doing this, you train yourself to be comfortable with less, so that even in tough times, you do not feel deprived. Another benefit of minimalism is that it reduces stress. When you own fewer things, you have fewer worries. You don't have to stress about maintaining, protecting, or replacing expensive possessions. You can focus on building real wealth, wealth of the mind, wealth of character, and financial stability. By embracing minimalism, you shift your mindset from one of excess to one of contentment. When you stop measuring success by the things you own, you begin to see the real value of life, and in the process, you build wealth naturally, without waste, without anxiety, and with complete financial freedom. Third, master emotional control. Fear and greed are the biggest enemies of financial success. Stoics train themselves to stay rational and avoid making impulsive decisions based on emotions. In the world of money, emotions often lead to financial mistakes. Fear can cause people to hesitate, miss opportunities, or panic during market downturn. Greed can make them chase risky investments, fall for scams, or overspend in the hope of instant rewards. The Stoics understood that true success comes not from reacting emotionally, but from maintaining a calm and logical mindset. Fear can be especially dangerous in financial decisions. Many people are afraid to invest because they fear losing money, so they keep all their savings in cash, missing out on long-term growth. Others panic when markets crash and sell their investments at the worst possible time. A Stoic, however, understands that fear is just a feeling and does not let it dictate actions. Instead of reacting emotionally, a Stoic analyzes the situation rationally, considers the long-term perspective, and makes decisions based on logic, not panic. Greed is just as dangerous. It leads people to chase quick profits, gamble with their money, or spend beyond their means. Many financial disasters happen because people cannot control their desire for more. They take on excessive debt to buy things they don't need, or invest in risky schemes that promise huge return. The Stoic approach is different. Instead of being driven by greed, a Stoic remains patient, disciplined, and content with steady progress. One way to develop emotional control is to practice mindfulness, observing your emotions without acting on them. When faced with a financial decision, take a step back and ask yourself, am I acting out of fear or greed? Am I making a rational choice? Or am I letting emotions control me? The ability to pause, reflect, and think critically is what separates successful people from those who make costly mistakes. Another Stoic technique is premeditation malorum, imagining worst-case scenarios. Before making a financial decision, consider the possible risks. What if the stock market crashes? What if this business fails? What if I lose my job? By mentally preparing for these situations, you reduce fear and make more rational choices. Mastering emotional control is not about suppressing emotions, but about understanding them and preventing them from leading you astray. When you learn to stay calm in financial matters, you make smarter investments, avoid impulsive spending, and build lasting wealth. A Stoic does not let fear or greed dictate actions. Instead, they remain steady, rational, and always in control. Fourth, take full responsibility for your finances. Never blame others or circumstances. Accept that you are in control, and take action to improve your financial situation. One of the key teachings of Stoicism is that we must focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot. Many people blame external factors for their financial struggles, bad luck, the economy, their upbringing, or even the government. But a Stoic does not waste time complaining. Instead, they take full responsibility for their financial situation and work to improve it, no matter the circumstances. Blaming others or external conditions might feel comforting in the short term, but it does nothing to change reality. No one is going to come and fix your finances for you. The sooner you accept that you are responsible for your financial success or failure, the sooner you can take meaningful action to improve your situation. Taking responsibility means being honest with yourself. If you are in debt, acknowledge the choices that led you there. If you are not earning enough, look for ways to increase your skills and value in the marketplace. If you have been careless with money, start educating yourself on budgeting, investing, and financial discipline. Excuses will not build wealth, but action will. One of the most empowering things you can do is shift from a victim mindset to an ownership mindset. A victim says, I can't save because my expenses are too high. A Stoic says, how can I adjust my expenses to start saving? A victim says, the economy is bad, so I can't find a good job. A Stoic says, what skills can I develop to make myself more valuable, regardless of the economy? Taking responsibility also means being proactive rather than reactive. Instead of waiting for financial problems to arise, plan ahead. Build an emergency fund so that you are not caught off guard by unexpected expenses. Invest in yourself so that you are always improving your financial prospects. Avoid unnecessary debt so that you do not put yourself in a difficult position later. Ultimately, your financial future is in your hands. The Stoics believed that while we cannot control everything that happens to us, we can always control how we respond. No matter where you are starting from, you have the power to make better financial decisions, to educate yourself, to work hard, and to create wealth. Accept full responsibility, take action, and you will gain both financial success and personal freedom. Fifth, develop a strong work ethic. Seneca said that luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. The harder you work, the more opportunities you create. Many people believe that success is a matter of luck, but the Stoics knew better. They understood that luck favors those who are prepared, disciplined, and willing to put in the effort. A strong work ethic is not just about working long hours, it is about working with purpose, consistency, and dedication to excellence. In today's fast-paced world, distractions are everywhere. Social media, entertainment, and endless conveniences tempt us to take the easy path. But a Stoic does not seek the easy path. They seek the right path. Hard work is not something to be avoided. It is something to be embraced because it builds character, skill, and resilience. A person with a strong work ethic does not wait for motivation to strike. They show up every day, regardless of how they feel. They understand that progress is made through daily discipline, not occasional bursts of effort. Whether you are an entrepreneur, an employee, or a student, the key to financial success is consistency. The more effort you put in, the more opportunities will come your way. Seneca's wisdom reminds us that preparation is everything. When you put in the work, you sharpen your skills, expand your knowledge, and make yourself ready for the moment when opportunity knocks. Those who wait for luck to change their fortunes will always struggle, while those who work hard create their own luck. A strong work ethic also means taking pride in what you do. Whether you are working for yourself or someone else, approach every task with excellence. The quality of your work determines your reputation, and your reputation determines the opportunities that come your way. Wealth is often a reflection of the value you provide, and those who work hard consistently provide more value. It is also important to work smart. Hard work alone is not enough. You must also be strategic. Focus on the tasks that bring the highest returns, improve your skills continuously, and look for ways to increase efficiency. The Stoic approach is not just to grind endlessly, but to work with intention and wisdom. Ultimately, a strong work ethic leads to financial success because it makes you reliable, skilled, and prepared for every opportunity. Those who embrace hard work will always be in demand, will always find ways to grow, and will always create their own fortune. Sixth, seek wisdom constantly. Read, learn, and study finance, business, and philosophy. Knowledge is a form of wealth that no one can take away from you. The Stoics valued wisdom above all else. They believed that a person's greatest asset is their mind, and the best investment is in personal growth. Financial success is not just about working hard, it is about working smart, and to work smart, you must continuously seek knowledge. Many people struggle financially, not because they lack intelligence, but because they lack financial education. Schools rarely teach us about money, investments, or wealth-building strategies. That means it is up to us to take responsibility for our own learning. A Stoic does not remain ignorant. They actively seek wisdom to improve their lives. Reading is one of the most powerful ways to gain knowledge. By studying books on finance, business and investing, you learn how money works, how wealth is built, and how to avoid common financial mistakes. You gain insights from those who have already succeeded, allowing you to make informed decisions instead of relying on trial and error. But financial knowledge alone is not enough. Studying philosophy, especially Stoicism, teaches you how to think critically, control emotions, and make rational decisions. Business knowledge helps you identify opportunities, solve problems, and create value. A well-rounded mind is the greatest tool for achieving both financial success and inner peace. Seeking wisdom also means learning from experience. Pay attention to the financial decisions you make and analyze what works and what doesn't. Learn from the mistakes of others so you do not have to repeat them yourself. Stay curious, ask questions, and never assume you know everything. In the modern world, there is no excuse for ignorance. Books, online courses, podcasts, and mentors are all available to help you grow. Make learning a daily habit. Just as compound interest grows your money, continuous learning compounds your knowledge, and knowledge is power. The Stoic approach is simple. Never stop learning. The more you understand about money, business, and life, the better decisions you will make. And those decisions will lead you to greater wealth, stability, and freedom. 7th, cultivate patience. Wealth is built over time. The Stoics believed in focusing on the process rather than being attached to immediate results. In a world that celebrates instant gratification, patience has become a rare but powerful virtue. Many people want to get rich quickly, chase overnight success, or expect immediate rewards for their efforts. But true wealth, both financial and personal, is not built in a day. It is the result of consistent effort, discipline, and long-term thinking. The Stoics understood that great things take time. They believed in focusing on the process rather than obsessing over the outcome. When you plant a seed, you do not expect a tree to grow overnight. You water it, nurture it, and give it time to develop strong roots. Wealth works the same way. Whether you are building a business, investing, or advancing in your career, the rewards come to those who are patient and persistent. One of the biggest financial mistakes people make is expecting quick results and giving up too soon. They start saving, but stop when they do not see immediate growth. They invest but panic when the market fluctuates. They begin a new venture, but quit when success is not instant. The Stoic, however, does not let impatience dictate their actions. They understand that progress is often slow, but always meaningful. Patience also protects you from financial traps. Many people fall for get-rich-quick schemes because they are unwilling to wait. They take unnecessary risks, chase speculative investments, or spend money on things that promise instant rewards but deliver long-term losses. The Stoic is not tempted by these illusions. They understand that slow and steady wins the race. The key to cultivating patience is to shift your focus from immediate results to long-term progress. Instead of asking, "How fast can I get rich?" ask, "How can I build lasting wealth?" Instead of checking your investments every day, trust the process and let them grow over time. Instead of getting frustrated with slow progress, recognize that every small step adds up. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The cucumber will ripen when it ripens. If you try to force it, you may get a bitter fruit." The same applies to wealth. If you try to rush it, you may end up making costly mistakes. But if you trust the process, stay consistent, and allow time to work in your favor, you will build something truly valuable. Patience is not about doing nothing. It is about doing the right things consistently and allowing them to bear fruit. When you master patience, you master wealth building. And when you master wealth building, you gain the financial freedom that so many impatient people never achieve. 8th, practice gratitude. If you always focus on what you lack, you will never feel rich. But if you appreciate what you have, you will feel abundant and attract more prosperity. Many people mistakenly believe that wealth is purely about numbers, the amount of money in a bank account, the size of a house, or the brand of a car. But true wealth is a mindset. There are people with millions who still feel poor because they constantly compare themselves to others and focus on what they do not have. On the other hand, there are those with modest means who feel truly wealthy because they appreciate what they already possess. The Stoics understood this well. Seneca once said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." If you are always chasing more, believing that happiness lies in the next paycheck, the next investment, or the next luxury purchase, you will never feel satisfied. But if you cultivate gratitude, you will recognize the abundance already present in your life. Practicing gratitude does not mean ignoring ambition or refusing to seek financial growth. It simply means acknowledging and valuing what you have while working toward more. This shift in mindset has a powerful effect. It removes the feeling of desperation, reduces stress, and keeps you from making impulsive financial decisions out of fear or greed. A person who feels abundant makes wiser, calmer choices. Gratitude also makes you more attractive to opportunities. When you appreciate what you have, you carry a positive attitude, and people are drawn to those who exude confidence and contentment. Whether in business, networking, or personal relationships, an attitude of gratitude fosters stronger connections and opens more doors to financial success. A practical way to cultivate gratitude is to keep a daily journal. Write down 3 things you are grateful for every day, whether it's your health, your skills, your relationships, or the financial resources you already have. By making this a habit, you train your mind to focus on abundance rather than lack. Another Stoic practice is to imagine losing what you take for granted. Seneca advised people to periodically reflect on life without their possessions, comforts, or luxuries. This exercise, called negative visualization, deepens appreciation for what you have and eliminates the fear of loss. When you realize that even without certain things, you would still be fine, you develop true financial confidence. Ultimately, wealth is not just about having more, it is about needing less. When you practice gratitude, you stop chasing happiness in external things and start finding it within yourself. And ironically, when you feel abundant, you naturally attract more prosperity. A grateful heart is a magnet for financial success because it sees opportunity, not limitation. 9th, detach from external validation. Do not chase wealth just to impress others. Seek financial independence for yourself, not for social approval. One of the greatest financial traps is the desire to prove our worth through material possessions. Many people spend money not because they need to, but because they want to impress others. They buy expensive cars, designer clothes, and luxury homes, not for their own fulfillment, but to gain approval and admiration. However, the Stoics understood that true wealth is not about appearances, but about freedom. Epictetus said, "If you wish to be rich, do not add to your money, but subtract from your desires." Chasing validation through wealth is a never-ending cycle. No matter how much you acquire, there will always be someone with more. If your financial decisions are based on impressing others, you will never feel satisfied, and worse, you may end up in financial ruin. Instead of seeking external validation, focus on financial independence. The goal is not to look rich, but to be free, to have the ability to make choices based on what truly matters to you. True financial success is when you no longer feel pressured to keep up with societal expectations. It is when you have enough security and confidence to live life on your own terms. When you detach from external validation, you also gain control over your spending. You stop making impulsive purchases to show off, and you start investing in things that genuinely improve your future. You prioritize savings, investments, and financial growth over temporary status symbols. This mindset shift leads to long-term prosperity rather than short-term gratification. A practical way to detach from external validation is to regularly ask yourself, am I buying this because I truly want it, or because I want others to see that I have it? If the answer is the latter, reconsider your decision. Financial success should be about security, freedom and peace of mind, not about gaining approval from people who may not even care. The Stoics also practiced voluntary discomfort to free themselves from societal pressure. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself that luxury is not a necessity. Seneca would occasionally live as if he were poor, wearing simple clothes and eating basic meals, to remind himself that he did not need wealth to be content. By detaching from the need to impress, they gained true power over their lives. In the end, the only validation that matters is your own. If you are financially independent, secure, and living according to your values, you have already won. Stop seeking approval from others, and start building wealth for yourself. True success is not about looking rich, it is about having the freedom to live as you choose. 10th, invest wisely. Avoid get-rich-quick schemes and focus on steady long-term investments. The Stoic way is to act with reason and avoid reckless risks. Wealth is not built overnight. It is built through discipline, patience, and intelligent decision-making. In the modern world, countless opportunities promise fast money, but most of them lead to disappointment or financial ruin. The Stoics believed in making decisions based on reason rather than emotion, and this principle is crucial when it comes to investing. Many people fall for get-rich-quick schemes because they are driven by greed and impatience. They want instant results and are willing to take reckless risks to achieve them. But the Stoic understands that true financial security comes from slow, steady, and well-thought-out investments. The goal is not to gamble, but to grow wealth sustainably. Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors in history, follows a philosophy that aligns closely with Stoic principles. He advises investors to focus on long-term value rather than short-term gains. He once said, "The stock market is designed to transfer money from the impatient to the patient." This echoes the Stoic mindset. Patience, discipline, and rational decision-making lead to success. A wise investor does not let emotions drive financial choices. When the stock market crashes, fear causes many people to panic and sell at a loss. When the market rises, greed tempts people to buy at inflated prices. The Stoic approach is to remain calm, logical, and consistent. Market fluctuations are inevitable, but those who stay disciplined and focused on the long term will benefit in the end. One of the best investment strategies is diversification, spreading your money across different assets, rather than putting everything into one risky bet. A Stoic investor does not chase trends or fall for hype. Instead, they research, analyze, and make informed decisions based on facts. They understand that wealth grows over time through compound interest, smart asset allocation, and consistent contributions. Another important Stoic principle in investing is avoiding unnecessary debt. While some types of debt, like a mortgage or an investment loan, can be useful, borrowing money for risky speculation is dangerous. The Stoic prefers to build wealth through careful planning rather than reckless borrowing. To invest wisely, you must also invest in your own knowledge. Study financial markets, understand the risks, and learn from those who have succeeded. The more informed you are, the better decisions you will make. Ultimately, wise investing is about control over your emotions, your decisions, and your financial future. By following a disciplined, rational, and long-term approach, you ensure that your wealth grows steadily and securely. The Stoic way is not about chasing quick riches, but about creating lasting prosperity through patience and wisdom. 11th, prepare for adversity. Financial setbacks are inevitable, but a Stoic does not panic. Have an emergency fund, diversify your income, and always plan for worst-case scenarios. Life is unpredictable, and financial challenges are a certainty. Whether it is a sudden job loss, an economic downturn, a medical emergency, or an unexpected expense, adversity will strike at some point. The difference between those who survive financial difficulties and those who are destroyed by them lies in preparation. A Stoic does not wait for disaster to happen before taking action. They anticipate it and build resilience in advance. The Stoics had a practice called premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. This means regularly thinking about worst-case scenarios and preparing for them. Instead of fearing financial hardship, they visualized it, accepted its possibility, and made plans to withstand it. This mindset prevents panic when adversity strikes, because you have already considered it and taken steps to handle it. One of the most practical ways to prepare for financial adversity is to build an emergency fund. Having 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses saved in a secure, easily accessible account gives you the ability to withstand sudden financial shocks. When others panic, you remain calm, knowing you have a buffer to sustain you. Diversifying your income is another crucial Stoic strategy. Relying on a single source of income is risky, as it makes you vulnerable to unexpected changes. A Stoic seeks to create multiple streams of income through investments, side businesses, rental properties, or freelance work. By spreading your earnings across different areas, you reduce the impact of any one source failing. Stoics also understood the importance of financial prudence. They avoided unnecessary debt and lived below their means, ensuring they always had reserves to fall back on. A person who spends everything they earn, or worse, lives on borrowed money, will be in deep trouble when adversity arrives. But someone who saves, invests wisely, and maintains a simple lifestyle will be able to endure even the toughest financial storms. Preparing for adversity is not about being pessimistic, it is about being realistic. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." You cannot control economic downturns, job losses, or market crashes, but you can control how prepared you are for them. By expecting challenges and preparing in advance, you develop financial resilience. While others react emotionally and make poor decisions in a crisis, you remain composed, logical, and ready. Financial success is not just about growing wealth, it is also about protecting it. A Stoic does not fear adversity, they prepare for it and emerge stronger. 12. Practice humility. Arrogance can destroy wealth. Always be willing to learn from others, admit mistakes, and improve. Humility is one of the most underrated qualities in achieving financial success. Many people, after gaining some level of wealth or success, become overconfident. They start believing they know everything, stop seeking advice, and take reckless risks. This arrogance often leads to poor financial decisions, major losses, and in extreme cases, complete ruin. The Stoics understood that no matter how much one knows, there is always more to learn. Socrates, one of the greatest philosophical influences on Stoicism, famously said, "I know that I know nothing." This attitude of humility keeps a person open to new knowledge, different perspectives, and continuous self-improvement. Financially, humility means being willing to admit mistakes and correct them. Many people, out of pride, refuse to acknowledge when they've made a bad investment, taken on too much debt, or overspent. Instead of adjusting their course, they double down on their errors, hoping things will turn around. A Stoic, however, understands that mistakes are part of life. They do not let ego prevent them from making better decisions. Another aspect of financial humility is seeking advice from those who are more experienced. No one succeeds alone, and even the most successful investors, entrepreneurs, and business leaders rely on mentors and advisors. The moment you think you have nothing left to learn is the moment you stop growing. Surround yourself with knowledgeable people, read widely, and always stay curious. Humility also prevents unnecessary financial showmanship. Many people, after achieving some level of success, feel the need to show off their wealth. They buy luxury items, not because they need them, but because they want to impress others. This often leads to financial instability. A Stoic, however, remains grounded. They understand that true wealth is not about appearances, but about security, freedom, and the ability to make choices without fear. One practical way to cultivate financial humility is to regularly question your own decisions. Ask yourself, what if I am wrong? And what can I learn from this? By constantly evaluating your choices with an open mind, you reduce the risk of costly mistakes. Another way is to study the failures of others. Many once wealthy individuals lost everything due to arrogance and poor decisions. Learn from their mistakes rather than repeating them. In the end, humility is a safeguard against financial ruin. The more willing you are to learn, adapt and grow, the more wealth you can build and sustain. A Stoic understands that wisdom, not arrogance, leads to lasting success. Stay humble, and you will continue to rise. 13th, focus on what you can control. You cannot control the economy, the stock market, or world events, but you can control your spending, saving, and investing habits. One of the core principles of Stoicism is understanding the difference between what is within our control and what is not. Epictetus taught that trying to control external events leads to frustration and suffering, while focusing on our own actions leads to peace and effectiveness. This principle is especially powerful when it comes to financial success. Many people waste time worrying about things they cannot influence: market crashes, economic recessions, inflation, or political instability. While these factors can affect your financial situation, they are beyond your control. A Stoic does not stress over what they cannot change. Instead, they take responsibility for what they can do. You may not be able to control the stock market, but you can control how you react to its fluctuations. Instead of panicking during downturns, you can stay disciplined and stick to your long-term investment strategy. You cannot predict when a recession will happen, but you can build an emergency fund and live below your means to ensure financial security. Your spending habits are fully within your control. Many people blame external factors for their financial struggles, but often, their biggest problem is their own lifestyle choices. A Stoic avoids unnecessary expenses, prioritizes saving, and invests wisely. They do not allow emotions or societal pressure to dictate their financial decisions. Another key aspect of focusing on what you can control is improving your financial literacy. You may not be able to change how the economy operates, but you can educate yourself about how money works. By continuously learning about personal finance, investing and business, you empower yourself to make better decisions, regardless of external circumstances. A practical exercise to develop this mindset is to regularly ask yourself, is this something I can control? If the answer is no, let go of the worry and redirect your focus to something productive. Instead of complaining about rising prices, find ways to increase your income. Instead of fearing a job loss, develop new skills that make you more valuable in the job market. The world will always be unpredictable. Markets will rise and fall, economies will boom and crash, and unexpected events will occur. A Stoic does not waste energy trying to control the uncontrollable. Instead, they master their own habits, discipline, and decisions. By focusing on what you can control, you not only improve your financial situation, but also cultivate a sense of calm and confidence. You stop reacting emotionally to external events and start making rational, intentional choices. This is the key to financial resilience and long-term success. 14th, surround yourself with virtuous and disciplined people. The company you keep will influence your financial habits. Choose friends who inspire you to be better. The people around you shape your mindset, habits, and ultimately your financial destiny. If you spend time with individuals who are reckless with money, constantly complain about their financial struggles, or seek quick fixes instead of long-term solutions, their mindset will slowly influence you. On the other hand, if you surround yourself with disciplined, hard-working, and financially responsible individuals, you will naturally adopt better financial habits. The Stoics understood the power of association. Seneca warned against keeping company with those who could corrupt one's character, stating, "Associate with people who are likely to improve you." Just as iron sharpens iron, surrounding yourself with people who have strong financial discipline and wisdom will help you grow in the same direction. One of the biggest financial traps people fall into is social pressure. If your circle normalizes excessive spending, living paycheck to paycheck, or relying on debt, you may feel the need to follow their habits to fit in. A Stoic, however, resists external influences and chooses relationships based on virtue, wisdom, and self-improvement rather than mere convenience. Being around financially responsible people not only provides you with inspiration, but also with valuable knowledge and opportunities. You will learn about smart investing, budgeting strategies, business insights, and ways to increase your wealth. Conversations will shift from complaints about money to discussions about financial growth, discipline, and personal development. To apply this principle, take an honest look at your current social circle. Are the people around you helping you grow financially, or are they holding you back? Are they disciplined and focused, or do they waste money on unnecessary luxuries while complaining about their financial situation? If your current circle does not align with your financial goals, seek out new relationships with people who do. You do not need to abandon old friends, but you should be mindful of their influence. If your closest connections are not financially disciplined, set boundaries and limit the extent to which they affect your financial decisions. At the same time, actively seek out mentors, successful entrepreneurs, and financially responsible individuals who can inspire and guide you. Joining groups or communities focused on personal finance, investing, or self-improvement can also help you connect with like-minded individuals. Read books and listen to podcasts by financially successful individuals who share Stoic principles. Ultimately, your financial success is not just determined by what you do, but also by who you surround yourself with. Choose wisely, because the people around you will either push you toward financial independence or pull you away from it. A Stoic intentionally builds relationships that foster wisdom, discipline, and prosperity. 15th, serve others. True wealth is not just about money, but about impact. Find ways to contribute value, help others, and create meaningful success. Many people measure wealth solely by the amount of money they accumulate, but true wealth extends far beyond financial gain. A Stoic understands that real success is not just about personal prosperity, but also about the value and impact one brings to others. The more you serve, the more meaningful your success becomes. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, wrote in Meditations "What we do now echoes in eternity." This reminds us that our actions, especially those that help others, leave a lasting legacy. Wealth gained without purpose or contribution leads to emptiness, but wealth used to uplift others creates a life of fulfillment. In business and finance, those who provide value to others are often the most successful. Entrepreneurs who solve problems, improve lives, or bring innovation to the world tend to generate the most wealth. The Stoic principle of service is not about self-sacrifice. It is about understanding that by helping others, you also help yourself. When you focus on creating value, financial success naturally follows. Serving others can take many forms. It could mean building a business that provides meaningful products or services, mentoring others in their financial journey, or using your resources to support those in need. It could also be as simple as sharing knowledge, giving advice, or inspiring people to be better versions of themselves. A Stoic does not view wealth as something to hoard selfishly, but as a tool for making a difference. Seneca, a wealthy Stoic philosopher, believed in using his fortune to support others, stating, "Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness." True prosperity comes not just from what you gain, but from what you give. Ironically, the more you focus on serving others, the more opportunities come your way. When you become known as someone who brings value, helps others, and operates with integrity, you attract success. People want to do business with you, invest in your ideas, and support your endeavors. At the same time, serving others keeps you grounded. It reminds you that wealth is not the ultimate goal, impact is. Many financially successful people still feel unfulfilled because they chase money without purpose. But those who use their wealth to uplift others experience a deeper sense of meaning. A practical way to apply this Stoic principle is to regularly ask yourself, how am I contributing to others? Whether through your work, your resources, or your time, find ways to make a difference. Financial success is most rewarding when it is tied to purpose. In the end, the Stoic path to wealth is not just about accumulating money, it is about using it wisely, living virtuously, and leaving a positive impact on the world. True wealth is measured not only in dollars, but in the lives you touch. Serve others, and you will create a success that is both meaningful and lasting. Wealth is not just about numbers in a bank account, it is about the habits you cultivate, the discipline you build, and the impact you make. The Stoics understood that true success comes from within, from mastering your mind, controlling your actions, and focusing on what truly matters. If you apply these principles, self-discipline, patience, wisdom, resilience, humility and service, you will not only create financial success, but also a life of purpose and meaning. The path will not always be easy, but remember you are in control of your choices. Start today. Build strong habits. Stay committed to your growth. And most importantly, use your success to uplift others. Because true wealth is not just about what you have, it's about who you become. Now go forward with a champion's mindset and create the life you deserve.